Hi, my name is Ken Lasseson. I wrote the Microbiome description website, and I want to take a look at a feature which I revised just now. Last time I revised it was about 3 or 4 years ago. It didn't do much traction, but what happened was I got an email from somebody who says, this particular amino acid, I took a supplement, I feel much better, but I can't find anything about it. And I stopped and said, yes, I do have information about that because I know from the Kyoto Encyclopedia Genomics which bacteria consumes it and which bacteria produces this particular compound. So basically he was adding a compound with me being a compound which the bacteria was starving for, and it turns out when we examined his numbers, they were starving for it grossly, which now means that the KEGG estimated compounds are likely reasonably accurate and can be used to get suggestions for it. And I'll quickly show you where the suggestions are. The suggestions are, if you click in changing here, it's sitting right there, and you notice it now says revised 2013. But before we do that, I want to go back and take a look at something. With chronic fatigue syndrome and long COVID, you will see typically a overrepresentation. This is from my own data from when I was in the flare, and you can see it's up there. But now I flip ahead a few years, and guess what? No longer have this overrepresentation. I am in remission, and we see generally, it looks generally pretty good. Perhaps a bit sparse there, but not immediate. What it means is that you can change those spikes in the low percentiles significantly with time and patience and willing to walk the distance. So, but let's not dwell upon that. Just wanted to show you, hey, things do change. The other thing I want to take a quick look at while I have your attention is to flip over to the alpha diversity one. Again, this is when I was having a CFS flare, and you can see we have 44%. We have a very low Simpson diversity there. Kyle one was medium. So there was one thing which was particularly off. We jump ahead to this one, and we now up at the 54th percentile. Diversity has gone up. Generally, you want more diversity, and both of those have improved greatly, and again, I'm in remission. The trial 1 index is a complicated one. If you want there, you can go and read the introduction. So again, just a encouragement that yes, you can improve things in the microbiome. Okay, now let's get back to what I was wanting to do. We were talking about supplements there. We have this information here in the research one, but if we go back here, this is the one which most people want to use. And there, and let's go here, and what we do is what we see, the things where I have the percentile I'm at and a z-score. Z-score assumes a normal distribution, but it also can be useful for the significant. For example, here I'm 10%, big z-score. That's something which is a concern. Here, it's positive z-scores, which means we can usually ignore positive z-score even with low percentile. And positive z-score means you are above the average of other people for this particular lab. These numbers are being calculated by the specific lab you are using. And we can go up there and we can take a look there. And the only one I have two which are particularly there. Now I have two choices. Which bacteria do we have too few of, and which one do we have too many of? Remember, we are calculating producers versus consumers. So we click here, and we end up saying, oops, there's nothing there, which does happen. Often the only thing in the gut are things which are consuming things. And let's go over to too many, and let's see there. And voila, we have too many. And if we click here, we can sort by percentile. And what we now can do is go down and take a look and say, okay, wait a minute, this one is consumer and it's way high, so I may want to do that. I could do some of the others in here too, which are high counts per million and high percentile. And we'll just go and click here, add that, and now we have that over in our hand-picked bacteria. So the procedure is very straightforward. You can go over and take a look at things like, for example, okay, that's circuit number 2, Lucerne. No data there, which again is not unexpected. And actually, let's go back and let's click Lucerne, CPU. We do have a link here, and we see there is no bacteria known to produce this particular compound. It's only consumers, and you have a large number of consumers, more atypical and higher than what most people do, which means that these bacteria are probably taking away everything from other of the processes in your body and causing some of your symptoms. So that's basically it. You can go there and find out which ones you have too many of. Oh, hey, guess what? We recognize that one, recognize that one, recognize that one. Okay, so we can just go and click there, and it will only list the bacteria which you have, which are consumers, and add the handpicked thing. And now we can go and get suggestions, select whatever you want, and get us suggestions of things that should hopefully cause those bacteria to decrease, which hopefully will normalize the balance of the compounds or foods circulating in your gut and thereby in your body. Okay, I think I'll stop that there. Nice, quick, and simple.